It's that time of year again. Let's talk about the paperwork. I'll be right back. Hi, everyone. My name is Mike Renick. Welcome to another episode of Everything Seaplace. I am your host for this video. You've recently received, or will in the next couple of days in the mail, a document that talks about the notice of a member's meeting, and this is required under statute. So in May, on May 23rd at 9:30 in the clubhouse, this meeting will occur. We're going to talk about the proposed budget for 24-25. We'll talk about the projection for reserve funds. We'll talk about, we'll need your information. There's two forms we need back. Let's talk about the yellow form. So on the yellow one, we're asking you to approve borrowing from our reserves to pay our insurance bill up front. We do this every year. It passes overwhelmingly. And as the quarterly fees come in, that money will be paid back. So there's nothing lost there. It's just moving the allocating the funds in a different way to help pay the bill, and then we put it all back. But we need your permission to do that, and this is something that we do every year. The pink form that we have talks about there's two ways to fund an association. Most of them on the island are what we call partial funding. Seaplace is that way. The owners vote every year whether to be partially funded or fully funded. This is the last time that will happen. Based on the new law changes, a year from now, every association has to be fully funded. So this conversation won't occur. But we're asking here for you to weigh in. And the first box says you approve to waive the reserves required under Florida statute for the 24-25 budget. That would put our quarterly fees at $4,093. The other box says that you don't want that and you want to do the full funding, and that would put the reserves at $4,619.32. So here's the difference. When you partial fund, when big projects come up, you do a special assessment. When you fully fund, the theory is if we do it right, there's no special assessments. This really doesn't have any impact this year because there's nothing big on the radar screen that I think will hit this year. When we talk about the doors and the louvers, there's a higher probability that will be next year, not this year, but more to follow on that in subsequent meetings. So right now we're asking, and the vote goes overwhelmingly here at Seaplace to do a partial fund. Now let's talk about that number. It's a little bit less than $4,100. A year ago, we were at over $4,300, and that had to do with insurance and a lot of other things. What I'm proud is the finance committee and the boards worked really hard. That number will be less this year. It'll be just slightly under $4,100 if we do partial funding. When we got the first large refund from insurance, that was given back to the owners by 2 consecutive quarterly reductions in our fees in the last budget. This will help give some more of that back in terms of the savings, but also allow us to put money into the building funds. We know there's significant work to do on the elevators, being proactive, staying out in front of the curve. So we're allocating some dollars back to the building fund so we can do that and make sure that elevators are running smoothly and everything stays here at, safe here at Seaplace. So we need the pink form back. We need the yellow form back. We need it back before the board meeting, which is May 23rd. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to spend some time one-on-one. We can go through these. My direct cell is 941-400-8735. My name is Mike Renick. Please reach out. We can do a much more thorough job on a one-on-one situation to talk about this. Until next time, thanks for watching.